Holy shit, I just finished the first 2 episodes of Daredevil Born Again. I can't believe this show is finally here. My mind is spinning. It is an absolute whirlwind. It is racing at the highest of speeds. I don't know how this is going to go, but let's talk about the first 2 episodes with full spoilers. That opening scene, that opening sequence, I didn't want to believe that it was true. I had been talking about how I felt like this is the direction that they were headed. Foggy Nelson, no more. No more Foggy, oh my God, so incredibly heartbreaking. I still haven't wrapped my head around it. Like, I cannot wrap my head around the idea of Foggy Nelson not being around anymore. And Nelson, Murdoch, and Paige, after the season 3 last final moment of the Netflix show, and them putting their names on a plaque together, and now we don't get that anymore. We don't get MNP, and Karen Page is off in San Francisco, and it's just so different, and it's not a bad thing because I very much enjoyed the first 2 episodes a lot. I really like a lot that is happening. It's a very new direction, but it's so different, and they're doing so many things that are just hurting the soul right now. And I know it's going to come back around. I know that it'll all come back around and that Karen Page will be involved. At least I hope so. I hope that's not the role that she has, because she was always a very important role of the Netflix show. But I also understand them wanting to continue that, but also separate themselves. And that's exactly what they did. And there is so much familiarity in the show with decision-making, with the characters, but there's also so much new stuff happening because there was 7 years between these shows, and the time spent away from all of them. All of their lives are so massively different, which means the show is also going to be very, very different. I mean, let's get into some details though. Like, let's talk about that first action scene with Daredevil and Bullseye. We were thrown right back into it all. Like, one of the best hand-to-hand combat action sequences we have ever seen. And not just this show, but it is immediately an MCU all-timer, in my opinion. Just absolutely phenomenal job. Picking up right where we left off with season 3. Just great camera work, great choreography, just the emotional factor of it because of what happened to Foggy. And to throw that at us right away, like, what the hell? But after all of that is said and done, and we go through the emotional roller coaster that is the Foggy Nelson situation, we are jumping a year in time forward, and we are picking up with Matt as he has left Daredevil behind. It was the moment that changed his life forever, and he has left Daredevil